Energy healing is, in our world, people say it in different ways, different modalities, be it Reiki, be it reconnective healing. I like to consider it as a pure life force that we all are connected to, we all have access to, and we're not using enough of it because we're not in our bodies and we're not connected. Maybe during the energy healing, as I'm working on you, I might get messages on the various areas that we might even talk to release it. Or we'll talk after the session that I've had visions of different issues along the body that I need to share with you, because otherwise you'll leave and I'll still get this information in my head because the universe has told me to channel it and I didn't channel it. So I don't do that anymore. I tell you when you're here what the issues are. And then there's amazing revelations, because I prefer not to know anything about my client before we start working. I want to be authentic, and what you might think is a chronic pain of a lower back, the issue could have actually stemmed from your knee. And then we can find the answer with using the body as a clean slate, without already figuring, oh, your back is this, so I should focus more on the back. No, your body's a clean slate. So I will work intuitively with where the healing is. I have this amazing crystal bed, amethyst crystal. So I like to think of my healing sessions as working with earth, with the crystals, and the energy at the top. So it's a balance of the yin and the yang. So you have heaven and earth energy working together. And it's included in all my sessions. It's just, even my family knows that if there's an issue, turn on the crystal bed and go lie down and just get recharged. My clients don't have to prepare themselves at all when they come. The only thing I ask people are two things. Allow yourself the permission to experience. Grant yourself permission to experience. No expectations, no assumptions. Come in with an open mind, but most importantly, come in with an open heart. Sometimes people find me on the internet, as you're finding me now, and they don't know why we're connecting. They have no idea, but consistency, persistency, insistency, that's somebody on the other side trying to tell you it's time for healing. It's time to get that answer that you've been so long searching. So yeah, 80% of my clients call me. I have no idea why I'm coming to see you, but I have to come and see you. And for me, that way, I know someone's brought them to me. And the interesting thing is, I sometimes get messages before that person even comes to my door. So 3 weekends ago, I had a family of 3, a son, a mother, and a sister come and visit me. And as I'm getting ready, they're not even here energetically. They're not here. I'm making my morning coffee, and all of a sudden I hear the word engineer. I said, oh, engineer, they're engineers. Okay, they're engineers, cool. And then right away I start getting my visions. And this is way before these people have arrived, right? So when you come and see me, you don't need to do anything. You don't have to prepare. It's always the same thing. Just arrive. No assumptions, no worries. So when the first one, the family member came in, I shared with them. I said, I got a message already. I said, who's the engineer? What's the engineer got to do with you guys? And he was like, what? We're engineers. We're all engineers. How did I know that? You're going to be, if you're coming in, the universe will provide me with the information that I need. There is a boundary for my understanding and for yours. And I'm not here to freak people out. I'm not here to find out secrets or whatnot. No, I am about authenticity, being honest, and integrity. Only when you allow me in am I given permission to see. And that's what I do. Is there anything I recommend after a session? The answer is rest. Drink water. Journal. Journal your experience. Because sometimes what happens is it's so overwhelming, especially if it's the first time around. If you've given yourself to rest, have a glass of water, a cup of coffee, Write it down either in a notebook or on your phone as a notepad, whatever. Document the experience. That way, in maybe 3 or 4 months' time, you can go back and look at it and say, oh, okay, this happened, this happened. As humans, we always think everything has to be A, B, C, D, E, right? On the other side, there's no such thing as time. So A doesn't have to come first. It might actually be E that comes first. So when I'm working with clients, when I'm getting information, there is no order to the information. It's just presented. It's presented as tools, as flags, little tokens of peace to let them know it's going to be okay. And sometimes the universe will tell me, look out for this, or feel this, right? And I like to combine my mediumship work, or clairvoyant, or whatever you like, with the energy. And the reason I like to combine them is it solidifies the messages in that the person then gets to lie down on my crystal bed and just stays present. And sometimes when they're in that state present, that's when the deceased loved ones can actually tap in. And they themselves will connect. I don't have to go in. They themselves will see or feel their connection. I can feel it sometimes because they'll start to cry on the table, or their body will shift. Whether or not they want to tell me, it doesn't matter. I just know I'm doing what I have to do. And that's it.